Long before grand cathedrals or global missions, there was a young man who carried the gospel into Africa, not as a conqueror, but as a captive. His name was Frumentius, and his story begins with tragedy. Born in Tyre around the early 4th century, Frumentius and his brother Adesius were young scholars traveling with their uncle, a philosopher, on a voyage along the Red Sea. But when their ship stopped near the kingdom of Axiom, or modern-day Ethiopia and Eritrea, everything changed. Raiders attacked, killing the crew, all except the 2 boys. The young brothers were taken as slaves to the royal court of Axiom, where their intelligence and their kindness quickly caught the attention of the king. Rather than grow bitter, they faithfully served. In time, the king freed them, and even entrusted them with responsibilities in his household. But when the king died, leaving his son too young to rule, Frumentius and Adesius stayed to help the queen govern. It was then that Frumentius began spreading the faith, welcoming Christian merchants, teaching the young prince, and planting the seeds of belief in Christ deep within Ethiopian soil. When the young prince grew to manhood, Frumentius traveled to Alexandria to ask the great bishop, St. Athanasius, to send missionaries to Axum. But Athanasius saw something divine in this humble man, and instead ordained Frumentius himself as bishop, sending him back as the first bishop of Axum. When he returned, the gospel took root with astonishing speed. Churches were built, hearts were converted, and Ethiopia became one of the first Christian nations of the world, a light that has never gone out. The people called him Abba Salama, or Father of Peace. And even today, the Ethiopian Orthodox Church traces its beginning to his courage and his faith. Saint Frumentius is remembered as the slave who became a shepherd, the captive who set a nation free through Christ. As we reflect on Saint